Hello and welcome to episode 16 of Deep Blue Sea, the podcast, the only podcast that analyses the 1999 Rennie Harlin shark-infested classic Deep Blue Sea, one deep blue scene at a time. I am Jake Lewitt.
And I'm Mark Hoffmeyer.
And joining us today we have two wonderful guests from French Toast Sunday. It's Lindsay Street and Jessica Manzo Kite. Welcome both.
Hello, thanks for having us.
I knew we were going to do that, I'm sorry.
Absolutely fine. I expected nothing less, more, I don't know. I expected that, so thank you for living up to expectations. So welcome to the show, Jess and Lindsay.
And how amazing is it that on the menu, on the very bottom of the menu with the Helsinki Hollandaise and all of that and Eggs Benedict, on the very bottom they have French toast.
They have French toast. It's incredible. I had no idea. I was scanning through the chapter and I was like, they've got French toast in this scene. And we have French Toast Sunday as guests on the show. It's
you guys,
perfect.
In a movie that's layered with, like, symbolism and deep meaning, did you think that we didn't catch on to that and ask directly to be in this episode?
Well, then you got it. What you saw something that we didn't. So, I mean, on that menu, we have French toast. We also have Finnish pancakes, because this is directed by Rennie Harlin. He's Finnish. And Eggs Benedict with Helsinki. Is it Hollandaise, Mark? My standard def copy, I couldn't quite make out. I thought it was Hollandaise, but it feels like the undaise would be very cramped in the writing of that.
Maybe they just got to the end and they needed to squish it in, so someone just made it really tiny.
I don't know. But I tried to find what Helsinki Hollandaise was, and I only found a pizza called Helsinki Hollandaise from a pizzeria in Sydney, which is just a pizza with Hollandaise sauce on it. So I don't know what's so special about this kind of sauce to make it Helsinki Hollandaise, or it's just another nod to Finland for Rennie Harlin to put in.
Yeah, I mean, it's originally French, right? So
yeah, it sounds it.
All right, so like, what would it be? Throw some pickled herring in there?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe it's the brand name.
Oh. Hollandaise from yes, there we go.
Like Swedish fish.
Maybe they were like, we got Finnish pancakes, we have French toast. We can't just have Hollandaise. We got to throw something in front of there.
Maybe it doesn't say Hollandaise and it says Holland.
Helsinki, Holland.
Helsinki, Holland?
It's another place. Maybe it doesn't say Helsinki. Maybe it says Helsinki.
Helsinki.
That was a quick one.
Oh! Maybe it's hell is sinking. Oh my god, you guys!
Wow, so the hell is sinking in Holland.
Hell. He says that's the devil later in the movie. Oh, sorry.
You know what's crazy? Rennie Harlin directed a movie called The Devil's Past. So I wonder if that thing on this board influenced that movie.
I think it had to have.
You all nailed it.
Yeah, and I'd never heard of Finnish pancakes before, so I had to look them up. And it's like a baked pancake. It's like more halfway between a pancake and a cake.
Jay,
When
you know
you
that
say
there's
pancake-
nothing. Yeah, there's nothing I want less than to talk pancakes with you.
Oh, there's nothing
I
I want
won't
more.
go there.
Nothing I want more than to talk. Mark, I don't know if you've ever heard of a flapjack.
Yeah, I love me a flapjack.
Yeah, I don't think you know what a flapjack really is, though.
Oh my god. Get off your flapjack high horse.
Flapjacks aren't what you think they are. They are an oat and syrup delicious cake bar. They're not small pancakes. No.
It's so weird that we have a history with pancakes, Jay. It's literally the strangest story to try to explain to people.
I wasn't even going to bother going beyond that.
You just came at me really strong about flapjacks, man. Hey, Mark, you know what flapjacks are? You're wrong. What you think is wrong. Like, I woke up this morning feeling really good about myself and the thought of flapjacks, and now it's like I'm getting attacked for it.
I ate pancakes this morning.
Yeah.
But you didn't eat flapjacks.
I said, hey, toss me the flapjacks.
You have thrown the wrong thing. Yeah, we have it's different countries, it's different languages. But yeah, we don't. I was shocked to discover that flapjacks were not what I thought they were.
Can I ask
I
you all a
was
question?
shocked to know that you didn't know what pancakes were either.
I know exactly what pancakes are. Oh,
Amen,
okay.
amen, Jess.
Mark, you've walked into a years-long drama that we've had with Jay over flapjacks versus pancakes versus crepes. Because
Wow.
Jay thinks that crepes are called pancakes.
I mean, they are.
Wait, what? No, they're not.
And you have them one
They're
day
not.
a year.
They're not, and it was very confusing to me at the supermarket.
You have them one day a year on Pancake Day, so the day before Lent starts, and
They're crepes.
yeah, Shrove Tuesday, and it's pancakes.
In Austin Powers 3, it's a bong and a blintz, a pipe and a crepe, and what's a cigarette and a waffle?
Yeah, smoking on pancake. Yeah.
Smoking a pancake.
There's even a whole joke in Talladega Nights. It's a thin pancake, not a pancake.
That's with a French person. What do they know?
Oh.
And they put jazz on
Great
jukeboxes,
French.
the profile.
So,
Who knew we would get so much material over just the menu sign?
I mean regular listeners
rich.
will not be surprised.
Jay, I've listened to every episode.
I wasn't trying to imply that you weren't a regular listener, but I think we've gotten longer out of less in the past.
I'm really savoring this discussion about this kind of. No, that was bad.
Yeah.
It's a sweet conversation.
Yeah, that's it. Pour some syrup on it.
All right, quick question. Thomas Jane strutting in this scene.
Oh,
There's some really solid Steadicam work in there, and I ranked everyone's walking during that scene. What would you give Carter Blake strutting on a scale of like 1 to 10? 1's like bad, 10 is great. How would you rank Carter Blake strutting in this scene?
I mean, as long as he's not falling, he falls so many times in this movie that I'm almost 100% sure it was just like a personal choice of his that
Agreed.
he's on 2 feet. I mean, he's doing better than most.
So it's a 10 then because he doesn't trip.
Yeah, I guess so. Whatever that bar is.
Well, and we got some more steam. We had some steam last week as well. He just struts right through the steam, whereas Russell Franklin and the rest, they kind of duck around it. And when Carter he gets to the end of the corridor and he turns right, but he has that real turn left to camera, which no one else does. But he gets a real like hero pose down.
He's strutting. It's like it reminded me of Travolta in the beginning of Saturday Night Fever. I wanted the Bee Gees to be playing, and like Rappaport's trying to keep up. Janice is trying to grab onto Scoggins, and then Susan's just looking depressed, and Russell's just kind of walking. But none of them are strutting. Only Carter Blake.
I think this is more a Thomas Jane thing. I think that on set, this is like he was walking around most of the time, and people just learn to like deal with this. So it translates on screen that when he's in frame, they're just like, we're here. We're just along for this ride.
Oh.
Carter Blake does give off this air that he's like, my whole life has been building for this. I'm pretty prepared. Everyone else is like, oh, this is insane. No one is prepared for this. Carter Blake's like, no, I got this. I can walk through steam.
Just walking through the steam without caring.
Yeah, and it comes right after we see like Preacher kind of cowering from the sharks. It's this real juxtaposition of the other survivor into the film. The other kind of hero is scared, as he should be in this scenario. It's absolutely fine. Right, cut to Carter, who's just as brave as anything, strutting through.
I mean, he is like the only person there that like rides them like dolphins, and he's also like, hey, we should be scared of these things and that nature. So I guess like going off that, he's like, I gotta put on a brave strut so these people don't totally fall apart.
I gotta say, you do not want to be around a Thomas Jane movie character if there's steam or mist.
Definitely not mist, no.
Because it leads to death. Horrible, horrible, horrible death.
Yes, you may get shot in the face.
And again, I do think that Thomas Jane is possibly killing people on set. It's not confirmed or denied, but I really think this is a real possibility we need to come to terms with in 2020. Looking back at this movie from 1999, that he may have murdered an actual shark on the set of this movie. We don't know.
I worked on a movie with him, and the crew started off at about 100, and when we got finished, there was only about 15 of us.
Yeah, exactly. Right. You have to really watch out for him. I'm telling you, it's going to come out one day.
100 people survived the crash. Only 15 walked off the set to tell about it.
I knew how to make his coffee, so that's how I stayed alive.
There you go.
It's an art.
So in this scene,
that story's not true, by the way. I don't want to get in it. I don't want to implicate anybody in murder.
Again, regular listeners will know that anything you say is unlikely to be true.
I have made people coffee before on set. Tea sometimes.
And they have never killed you. So that part is
never
true.
killed me. I have gotten very dirty looks when it's not right. That just crush your soul. So
that's understandable, though.
Yeah. Like, I gave you one job, and you clearly didn't put sugar in the raw in here. You put stevia.
Mark, I guess they are two of the biggest coffee fans I've ever encountered. So.
Whoa.
Wow. I'll put that in my Twitter bio. I like that.
I love coffee beans. My goal in life is to have like a Scrooge McDuck type vault and just load it with coffee beans so I can swim through it.
It would smell so good, your whole house.
I would like make little ramps and I would slide down on the coffee and then all the beans would roll on top of me. It would just be amazing.
Jeff's favourite at her wedding was bags of coffee for everyone. So that's how much coffee means to them.
It's amazing.
That's a true story.
I got married at the Folgers Crystals plant. Yeah.
I look down on that, actually.
Yeah. Soldiers.
Oh, they have a wonderful venue. Really nice. Like, oh man, just the hors d'oeuvres everything was coffee based. The dance floor was insane because people were just so caffeinated.
It didn't end until like 7 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a night for sure. Folgers won't let us back, but it was a good wedding.
So this scene, let's just tell the listeners what we're actually talking about today. Preacher is wading through the water. He finds a playboy. He's looking for his bird. He senses a shark behind him. Just about makes it into the kitchen. And then we cut to the rest of the gang heading to the wet entry room, I think.
Yeah, wet entry.
Wet entry room, where the sub is going to be to help them get to safety. They arrive, and the sub has been destroyed. And then we cut back to Preacher. He's climbing the kitchen shelves, finds the bird on the top, doesn't realize that the shark has entered into the kitchen, and the shark has entered into the kitchen. The shark takes a bite out of the bird, and then Preacher swims for his life into the oven, and that's the scene.
How beautiful is it that the shark sneaks into the kitchen?
I feel like that was a direct, like, Jurassic Park nod. Is it not?
Yeah, I'm always up for that, so yes, definitely.
I mean, that whole scene has very Jurassic Park elements. And also, like, it's really similarly shot, I feel like. I mean, it's been a little bit since I've seen that specific scene of Jurassic Park, but, you know, they're learning to use the doors, so once the door, like, kind of, like, creeps open, and here it's, like, a very similar thing where all we do is see the door, like, creep open. You know, it's really, I don't know, I thought it was similar.
I love kitchen fights.
Yeah, this is a great one.
And I also love frying pan gags.
What is the gag here? Because I listened to the commentary and Rennie Harness talking about, this is the famous frying pan gag. I was like, well, he picks up a frying pan, and you don't see it again.
It's like, you know, you hit someone over the head with a frying pan.
I mean, I've seen
it's like
Tom
a
and
cartoon
Jerry.
gag.
I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
But
I did some research.
You're answering your own question.
there's no gag in the scene. He just
Well,
finds
the
a frying
idea,
pan.
it's funny because the idea that you would beat a shark up with a frying pan is supposed to be absurd.
I think
You have
it's
to
a good sight
explain
gag.
this. Yeah, exactly.
I also noticed that he's
It's a
holding
gag.
the frying pan, yet he has the perfect weapon hanging from his neck. And that
Exactly.
Yeah.
necklace.
It's the perfect
Again.
weapon in the right scenario.
Littered with symbolism, guys.
Chekhov's cross.
Yep.
But the situation he's in, I think a frying pan is the best he's got to hand.
It is, but it's absurdly ill-matched. That's the idea.
I mean,
right?
I'm
you're
not expecting
going...
him to hit the shark and get a perfect imprint of the shark in the frying pan. That would be wonderful. But
Whoa.
That would have been great. Actually.
That'd be
Which is kind of what the
amazing.
shark did with Stellar's skateboard, and that was really funny.
I still wish that the shark missed and Stellan just smushed up against the glass
just
Yeah,
missed the
it was-
corner. Yeah.
But that part
And then
is
just-
so brutal.
and then just slid down. Oh, I
I
love it.
it's terrible.
So there's been frying pan gags in other Thomas Jane movies, by the way. In The Punisher, the Russian guy gets hit by a frying pan. Then he's in a movie called Thursday that has a frying pan in it as well. So frying pans follow Thomas Jane around as well.
I mean,
Lindsay, do you recall any frying pan scenes in the acclaimed movie Money Plane?
what I
Oh.
will say is I do not recall specifically frying pans in that movie, but allegedly that's his blunt force object killing weapon of choice. But allegedly, because we don't really know. So.
Oh,
is,
yeah.
is that a staple of actors or people from Baltimore? Because he is, I believe, a Baltimore native.
Is he really?
I know he's from Maryland.
Well,
Which I've learned to
before
say.
they were called the Baltimore Ravens, weren't they the Baltimore frying pans?
No, Mark. No.
I couldn't think of a witty retort.
No one's following you down that alley.
Yeah. Then
I did not know he was from Baltimore.
a skillet.
Yeah, me
actor
neither.
started-
I'm looking it up.
He's from, yes, he is. Yes, he's from, according to IMDb, he's from Baltimore, Maryland, USA. I believe that's the same
Wow.
place as you folks.
P. Jane.
Yeah.
Add another one to our list. Oh my God, Thomas